Hello, my crafty friends. Well, I got it. I got my electric eel wheel spinner 6.0, and I'm so excited to get to open it up. I went ahead, and when I bought this, I also ordered this. It's the one they recommend. It's a battery pack, so you can you don't have to plug it in. You can take it, to the park or somewhere. And I've got this charged up. And anyway, that's all, that came separately, but I did buy it to go with the spinner. And we'll get that out probably in a little bit. But I also printed off the manual because this is what I ordered, and the company is named Dreaming Robots. And Maurice Ribble is the owner of the company. And I'm not part of the Kickstarter, but as soon as he mailed out the Kickstarter wheels, he mailed out the orders that, then he set them, then he allowed other people to buy them. And so I was one of the first people to jump in on that. And I'm excited to get it. And so I got this. It comes with a little one, but this is easier for me to read. And this way I can look at the list of what's supposed to be with it and make sure it's all there. When you're putting out thousands of these things and you're trying to put them out really fast because everybody's been waiting for months, there's a chance that something might not be included. I do know that I got on the Facebook group for Dreaming Robots, and I saw nothing but very, very positive reviews. I'm not sure how to open this. It's a weird box about his customer service and how, if something's wrong or if something's missing or whatever, you email him and he'll send it out to you the very next day, and that's pretty impressive. Okay. There's a lot of I'm not sure how to do this. Okay. Yep. Okay, one more. One more. It's very, very taped up. Okay. It opens like this. And here's the goodies. I'm going to set this on the floor, and I'll get everything out and put it up on the table. Well, I'm actually going to set it in my lap and put everything up on the table. Here are some extra parts. Here are 3 spindles and 3 more spindles. So not spindles, bobbins. So I got 6 bobbins. Here's the flyer. And here's my lazy cape that I ordered. It didn't come with it. I ordered it separate, but they just stuck it in here with it. So that's cool. And then, not sure what's in there. Here's a power cord. And this looks like the power, how computers have this power pack that attaches to the power cord that attaches to the machine. Well, this has the same thing. And then here is the base. And the box is empty now. Okay. And let me see if I can get some more light over here so you can see better. It's black, so it's harder to see. This is where the battery pack is going to go. Let's just go ahead and stick it in there because it's all charged up. We might as well. It looks like everything's here, so that's a good thing. And it just sits. And this battery pack is perfect size. They made this to fit it perfectly. You can use another kind of battery pack. You don't have to use this one, but as long as it meets the specifications. But it's also got these little rubber tips on the bottom so it doesn't walk, which is nice. And then Okay, I think it goes like this. You put the, no, it doesn't go like that. It goes like this. Okay. And you put it in like this. Now mine's really loose, so I'm going to take it back off and tighten these screws up a little bit because it'll rattle around if it's loose like that. Be right back. I got to get a screw. Okay. I paused the video to go get a screwdriver, and when I came back, instead of unpausing it, I just turned it off. So I had to start a new video. I imagine I will have this all linked together, so you won't know it, but it did discombobulate me a little bit. These screws are pretty tight, so I don't want to overdo it. Okay, let's see now how it does. Okay, it's still, I think it's still pretty loose. It doesn't click into place like I saw his do on the video. Okay. Is there something in the way? I don't think so. This is probably going to be a long video because I'm still trying to figure out all this stuff. I don't want to do too much and have it not go on. Okay. That's on there really good now. And then this is the tension. It's got Scotch tension. So this is the tension. And let's see what's in here. Oh, this is the foot pedal, I bet. Okay, I'm going to have to cut it open. It's not wanting to play nice. Okay. Here's the foot pedal. And it's not like a sewing machine pedal. You don't press the foot down while you're spinning. It's just an on-off switch. And so you can have it sitting beside you and just hit it like this if you want to. And that's how I'm planning to use it, because I'm going to put my my spinner on a table in front of my recliner, and then I'm going to have this beside me where I'm spinning, and to start and stop it. Now here is the button to switch from Z twist to S twist, or Z twist is clockwise, S twist is counterclockwise. So for most people, Z twist is spinning and S twist is plying, and you can do it either way as long as you're consistent so that you know which way you spun it, so you ply it the right direction. This is the speed, the little speed wheel, and it goes from 1 to 6, and I'm sure I'm going to start out with it pretty slow. I'm just saying in advance. Okay, let's go ahead and get this hooked up to the power supply and plug that in. I'm not going to plug it into the machine yet till I get it all ready to go, but this right here plugs into this. And then this plugs into the machine, and this plugs into the wall. So if you got you know, a laptop, then you've probably already got something that works like this. So let's do that because it's going to be, I'm going to put this, go ahead and plug it in up here. Don't want to knock something over to get that plugged in. Okay, so you can see the little lights on. That means it's getting power. So that's a good thing. It's getting power. So we're already where we want to be, and I'm going to wait and do this later. I'll test it out, but I'm going to do it later. This is the flyer, and it sits right in here. This is a bearing that sits right in this spot like that. And then back here you put another bearing, and there's some extra bearings in here, and one of them goes here. There's well, let's do that first, because like this, just like that. And this is the drive band, and he's very generously included 2 drive bands, so you shouldn't have to buy a replacement, and 2 orifice hooks just in case. And there's some magnets right here for that orifice hook to set on so that you don't lose it. And then you, of course, keep the extras in the bag. And there's the instructions, and there's some extra little O-rings to go on this. That's what keeps it in place, but makes it also easy to slide. And he's put some extras of those, and let me go ahead and put those things back in here. And this is a spin card, and on this side it shows Z twist and S twist, so you can look at your yarn, whether it's the yarn you spun or yarn you buy, and you can tell if it's got Z twist or S twist. This is one to share with someone. And then this is one that's a little sturdier that also has that Z and S twist. And then on the back it has wraps per inch. So that's very handy. I haven't ever had one of these spin cards. I have a thing to measure my wraps, you know, by wrapping around a 1-inch thing, but this is an alternate little spring, tensioning spring, and it's very light. It gives very light tension compared to this one. So if you I think if you're spinning very, very lightweight yarns, then you might want to switch to that, but it might be the bulky yarns. I might be wrong. And he's put in a couple of extra what do you call these things? Bearings. If you lose bearings out of this, or you lose this, you have some spares. I think that's terrific. And here is the an Allen wrench, and that is to, no, it's not. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, it's to adjust something, but I can't remember what. I could look it up and see, but I know that most people don't ever have to use that. So, and I'm going to put up my second drive band because I don't want to drop anything on the floor and lose it. And this is an orifice reducer. You can see right now it has a pretty big orifice. It's about the same size as the one on my spinning wheel. But if you put this in there, then if you're spinning a fine yarn, it doesn't go boop, 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 boop around the orifice, and so it spins it better and makes less noise and all of that. So we're going to leave that in there. Okay, and then this is the drive band, And it goes on this little wheel down here. Okay. See, got to take this off and put this on here. No, on there. And that is a very, wow. Okay. I hope it's going to stretch out because it's very tight. It's hard to get on here actually. Okay, let's just put it like this for now. And okay. I didn't expect to have this much trouble. Everybody's just, you know, when you see the videos, they're just popping it right up there, but okay. It obviously has to stretch some. Okay. There we go. Whew. Okay. So when you turn this, that runs the flyer. And I'm going to have to take that off again to put a bobbin on. I forgot about that. Okay, and let's set up a bobbin. It comes with these really pretty bobbins. And you can mix and match them if you want. You have to press that bearing down into place. See, we could do this. This would be fun. Let's see. Let's make multicolored bobbins. Okay, I want this one. While I'm being silly and doing multicolored bobbins. And then I'm going to attach it here. Okay, there's my bobbin. And now then we're going to put this back on here. Okay, I'm going to stand up here and see if I can do this easier. Okay, it is much easier if you're standing above it and not okay, let me take that off for a minute. Okay, mine has not been smoothed down enough right here. And so I can't get it all the way on because that one little thing, this is supposed to be machined to precision. So that one tiny little bit right there, I don't know if you can see that line, but that line is keeping my bobbin from going on. Just that tiny little bit. So I guess I'm going to have to email him and ask him what I need to do about that. It's just rough enough. That it won't go on. I think, you know, I could maybe sand it a little bit and it would go on, but I don't want to do that without talking to Maurice and make sure that that's what I should do. So this is as far I'm going to take this video. And that makes me a little sad because I was wanting to spin. But that's, you know, that's what happens. This is a brand new product, and this is his first big batch from the factory, so we shouldn't be surprised if everything's not perfect on all of them. So I'm going to take a picture of that, and I'm going to send him an email and ask him what I should do. And when I find out what I'm going to do, I'll get back to you. But I'm still very excited to get this, and I think it's going to be wonderful to play with. So look for another video coming soon. I decided to go ahead and set it all up and turn it on just to make sure that it works. Now I don't have, you know, I can't test tensioning and I can't test the bobbin or anything like that, but I wanted to test the motor and the foot pedal and that kind of stuff. So right now I've got it set at 0 and at Z twist, which is clockwise. And if I push on the foot pedal, of course it doesn't do anything, because when this is at 0, there's no twists going in, and so it doesn't do anything. But as soon as I start moving this, because I turned on the foot pedal, it starts going. And you can just set it as slow as you want. So if you're a beginner spinner, you can spin slow, and it can get faster. That is about half speed. Now I can't imagine they were spinning that fast, but that looks so good to me. That's about half. I haven't tried to spin on it. I can't try to spin on it yet till I get this issue resolved with this flyer, but it looks like to me everything else works fine. I haven't plugged in the battery pack, so let's do that first so that we can let's take this off first too, so I can see what to do. You plug one of these into the battery pack and the other one into the spinner, and this is just extra. Not sure what that's for even, but okay, now it's battery powered instead of being powered by the plug-in. So let's, okay, I forgot, I took that off. Well, let's turn it on. Okay. Oh, it helps if you turn on your battery. It really does help if you turn on your battery. So it's working fine that way. So now let's do this, and there are 3 different ways you can turn it on and off. You can turn it on and off here, or you can turn it on and off here. Say you can turn it on here, and if you get it to a speed and you like that speed but you have to stop, you can stop it here, and then you can turn it back on. If you stop it here and turn your power down, you know, your speed down to 0, when you turn it back on, it goes the opposite direction. So you have to be careful of that. Which is one reason I think the foot pedal is so cool, besides the fact that it allows me to sit further away. And it goes right back to the speed you had it in. It starts up, it gives it just a tiny little bit of delay, so that it doesn't just stop shock still, because that would be bad on the motor, but not very much. It stops really fast. This stops way faster than I could stop my spinning wheel, and I would always have to lean over and grab the wheel to stop my spinning wheel. Oops. Ah, you can even start and stop it with your arm. There you go. Now you know. And if I do that, then it spins the other direction. Okay, so I think that's pretty much, I've pretty much tested everything out except actually spinning because of this. I'm going to ask him if it would be okay if I just sand that myself and maybe buff it so he doesn't have to send me a new flyer, because other than that, it seems perfect. But I am going to ask him about it before I actually do it. So I will get back with you after I've talked to him and see if I can fix it myself or if I need to send it back in. And I'm perfectly happy either way. So thanks. God bless you. Okay, well, I emailed Maurice, and he got back to me within an hour and said, go ahead and try to sand it, and if that didn't work, then he would send me a new one. And so I used my son's modeling sandpaper that's like 1,000 and 1,500 grit. It's very, very fine. And I sanded it, and it works. It was perfect. You'd never even know that flaw had been there now. So I put my bobbin together, and I went ahead and took this one apart and added a string in there when I twisted it on, so that I have a leader to start out with. And this, I put the tension on back here, and it's very, very little tension. I may have to adjust that. I haven't spun on it yet. Y'all are going to get to see my first shot at this. And I just love how that just bounces right back in there. Okay. This is some alpaca roving that I dyed, and I had a bunch of it, and it felted a little bit, and so I ended up going ahead and making it into long thin strips, and it's just been sitting there. This is the last of it. I gave a lot of it away in kits, but I thought this would be a good thing to practice on since I just have this much of it. But before I do that, I wanted to show y'all, I forgot to show you the Lazy Cape. This is really cool because it's got some extra things. If I can get it out. Okay. It's got 3 of these elastic bands that help it, there are only 2 of these. It says there's 3, but there's only 2. But I bet I can find another O-ring. I've got a package of O-rings, so I can probably find a 3rd one, unless the 3rd one got in here somewhere. No. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can find another one of those. That's not a big deal. But it's like a puzzle. So you could even, if you wanted to do like a 6-ply, you could buy some more and add them on. But then you just screw these spikes down in here, and then put your, well, let me just make a couple more bobbins so I can show you real quick. I've got these last 2. Make sure that's in place. One thing I want to do first, I want to go ahead and put leaders on these so they'll be, well, there we go. I don't know what I was trying to do, but I wasn't doing it right. I'm just using some linen thread to make my leaders, but I want to show you how easy that is to put those on. And while I'm putting the bobbins together is a good time to do it. Then they'll be ready. And I just made it about that long. It's a little over a yard long probably. And then I'm taking the taking the 2 open ends and just tucking them in there. Okay, since I'm trying to show you, it's refusing to stay put. And then I'm gonna just twist this on like that. And now my leader is attached right here, and I don't have to worry about it slipping, which is one of the things that causes trouble with take-up, is if your leader is slipping. So anyway, so what you do is you put this bobbin and you put it with this part here down. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Oh, it's not finding its hole there. There we go. And then you put one of these over the top of it so it doesn't bounce up. And you do 2 of these, and then that's how you ply, or 3 or 4, depending on how many plies you want to make. So let's go ahead and build another one. Let's make another another leader. I love that you can take these bobbins apart and they'll be, they can store flat, or you can put them together and have them ready to go. I like that. Okay. And so you put these down. Like that. And then if you want to, you can put this piece of elastic in there and run it in that notch. And you can do it over here so it just tensions it a little bit. Or you could do it over here if you want to tension it more. And you can pull it till you've got as much tension as you want. But I like that this comes apart as well. Another neat thing, I put that ring on and it's helping it stay on. Another neat thing is they've got these that go over these. So if you want to put a center pull ball on here, or a ball of, some people might use this just like this to stick their yarn on and knit off of, because it'll spin. But you could also, if you made center pull balls to ply from, you could put those on here and ply from those. And I've never seen anything like that before. That's just really cool. Anyway, I just wanted to show you. And I love how portable all of this is. So I could take it to guild meetings, which I'm hoping we're going to have in person again soon. Anyway, I'm going to move all of this out of the way. Well, I think it actually went in here. No, that's where my fiber was. Okay. Whoops. Oh, I threw it, and it's way back there. I'll have to go get it later. And then you just take these back apart, and they stack. And they come like that. And then here's a, it tells you the different things that came with it. Shows you the different ways you can use it with a bobbin or with a center pull ball. Or just a cake of yarn. It doesn't have to, you don't have to use it center pull. Okay, let me get these out of the way. And we're going to spin a little Oh, there's the other one. See? They were all there. Okay. Let me stick it right there. Yay. Like I said, I probably could have found one in my stash of O-rings, but now I don't have to. Okay. So now we're going to, I'm going to put it back there and get my fiber here. And like I said, we may end up having to play with this a little bit. I've never spun on an electric spinner before, and you know, spinning on a spinning wheel is different than spinning on a spindle, and spinning on an electric spinner is different than spinning. Let me move this up a little bit so you can see better. Is different than spinning on a wheel, so and on a spindle, so they all have their own learning curve. But I've just put some of the fiber through my leader yarn. And okay, I turned that on, but it doesn't do anything because I have no power. I mean, I have on 0 speed. So let's turn it up. Okay, whoa. No, I want to leave it there and turn it off. That's what I want to do. Okay, see, I haven't done, oh, there we go. Okay, I was going to say I haven't done this before. Let me let some of that twist go all the way up, because it you need it to be twisted in there as well, or if it's not, if your leader's not twisted and you start spinning, it will take twist out of what you've already twisted. Okay. This is not wanting to draft. Okay. Let's turn it up a little bit. I had let the twist get into my drafting triangle, and that's why it was not drafted. It was just stuck and just twisting that things up. See, there, I did it again. Okay. I'm gonna get some of this twist out. I'm going to do it back here. I need to turn it up. I'm spinning fine enough. And it's, you can see barely at the top of the picture, it's building up there a little bit. And I'm not a good enough spinner to spin really fast and show you what it does spinning really fast. So you'll just have to, you'll have to let me practice and get better at it before I do some that's faster. This is a nice, comfortable speed, though. I could never spin this fine on my spinning wheel because it's just not made to spin this fine. So this is kind of fun. This is about like I spin on a spindle, maybe even finer. But it's very long alpaca fibers, and so you can spin them very, very fine because they are so long. You can spin short fibers very, very fine too. I just okay, now let me pull some of it back out and we'll let it ply, and we'll see if I've got enough twist in there. My twist is not real even, and you probably can't see that, but that's a pretty good yarn. I'm happy with that. It's balanced, and I've never spun, except on a spindle, I've never spun anything that fine before. So anyway, this is you can see it building up on the bobbin here. And the nice thing is, when I need to move this, all I have to do, well, you don't want to slide it that much at once, but you just slide it, just barely slide it, and then you can fill up your whole bobbin. And this should stay all the way up here. When you get up here, and then you start taking it back this way, so you can go back and forth and fill up the whole bobbin. Very cool. I'm very happy. And I'm so happy how easy that was to fix my problems. So yay. And thank you, Maurice, for being so prompt with getting back to me so I could spin tonight. I didn't have to wait. God bless you all. I know I've said that a couple of times in this video, but I've kept adding things on. So you get blessed more than once today. Love you. Bye-bye.